So you were married at what age? You got married at what age?
So it was 22 or 23.
Okay. So you say you got 4 kids. You think on a dating market, like your sexual market value, you don't think it would be difficult, like trying to find another husband or get
Yes,
another? Okay.
very much so. And then, like I said, so at 28, if I'm trying, I can't even try to date in my same age range because
Yeah.
I can't have any more kids. So I got my tube side because
Okay.
yeah, I was because I kept getting pregnant. Like I went home after I had my second son. Well, he was 4 months old, and I was pregnant again. My third son, he was 3 months old, and then I got pregnant again. With my daughter, I was like, I can't continue to do it because life was so difficult. Like, he treated me like a 50s housewife. Like, he wanted me. I cooked 3 meals a day. I stayed home with the kids. I put his clothes in the bathroom. I ran his bath. I took his socks off his feet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was a good wife. But he wasn't giving what he was receiving. So it was always one-sided.
Well, I mean, everybody got 2 sides to every story. What you say, they say, and the truth. But do you feel like you feel like you're gonna have a whole lot of options out there? Do you think you're gonna be single the rest of your life, or you really?
No.
Okay.
So when we first separated, I was like, okay, yeah, I got all these options, whatever. But I realized like it's a lot of healing that I need to do on my end. It's a lot of toxic tendencies and a lot of toxic traits that I have to unlearn before I can even.
You feel like you need therapy?
Oh yeah, I needed therapy long before he came along.
Yeah. Why didn't you get with your first baby daddy? Why you didn't stay with your first baby father, or your baby father?
He is my baby. Like he is. That's what I'm saying. That's a whole nother story. Like, so when I was with him and after we had my first son,
you ain't gotta go all the way into detail, but like why you think that didn't work out? Why you didn't try to make it work with him?
I didn't know. I just now am finding out that I think that like my second son might not be his because we separated. Like I told you, we separated after my first child when he was like 2. We moved out, got my own house, did my own thing, whatever. And then I had a period. I thought that was good. And then he was like, come back home. And I went back home. Well, after I went back home, after a month, I was pregnant. But I never thought like that.
Wait, slow down. So you think one of your kids don't belong to your husband?
Yes, but I'm just now thinking that this year. And my son is 4.
And your husband, do your ex-husband know that?
Yes, now he does. But I mean, like, okay. So Nanny, her.
So if it ain't his husband, man.
So he had passed away.
So wait a minute. Slow down. So if it ain't your husband, baby, husband ain't the father. Who you think the father then?
Nanny's brother.
So your sister's brother is possible.
She's not my sister. I just say my sister. Like she's my everything. Like.
So you cheated on him with one of your friend's brothers? What you saying?
We were separated. I moved out. I got a house.
Were y'all still married?
No, I don't even think we were married. Were we married? Yeah, we were married. Yeah, we were married, but we were separated.
So, okay, interesting. And do your child and how old the child is?
4.
So do the 4-year-old know that his father is possibly not his father? So why did it dawn on you then instead of dawn on you earlier though? I
never ever even remotely thought about that. Like, I took so much pride in the fact that, I was married and I had 4 kids and I had one. At least they all had the same dad. Well, one day, when he was a baby, she used to always pick at me and say, "Are you sure that's not my brother's baby?" And I would be like, "Girl, shut up. Like, you so crazy." Whatever. Well, her brother was murdered 2 years ago. And just recently, I had just met their mom. And she was like, I think that maybe we possibly might need to find.
So you basically cheated and stepped out and had a baby?
No. I was separated. We just hadn't filed for a divorce yet at that time too.
So you feel like that was right what you did?
I was seeing other people. He was seeing other people.
But he didn't get anybody pregnant, as far as what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, well, man, that right there could put a whole big dent in the relationship too, right there. Yeah.
No, but never. Like, we both knew that we were seeing other people. Like, we both knew that we were.
But I'm pretty sure y'all both didn't know that he's raising a child that possibly ain't his.
No, we didn't. No, but you gotta understand too. He was not a good father.
You went back to him, so apparently he had to been some type of good.
Yeah, I went back to him. I always went back. I went back every time, but that's not because somebody's good or bad. That's because you're sick in the head. Like, I'm sick in the head because I think that I love this man so much, and I just want my family to be a unit. And no matter what, I'll fight for that. I would have fought for that and fought for that and fought for that for my kids' sake. I went back, and I went back again after that. We separated again after that, and I went back again. So I went back 3 times. And people do ask me that, like, well, if it was so bad, why'd you keep going back? If it was so bad, why would you keep? Because it's just, I always wanted to make it work. I always knew maybe one day grow up, he would be better, he would do better.
This sounds like you need to be on Maury.
No, I don't need to be on Maury.
You need to be on Maury. It sounds like you need Maury or Jerry Springer.
Yeah, Harry.
You need to be on Maury. I think you needed a fraternity test, and y'all need to have a sit down on that couch up there on Maury or whatever. So when do you think options? Because a lot of people say they got infinite options, especially females. They like to brag, say they got options. They don't want to settle down. When do you think a woman options run out, though?
I don't think your options ever really run out. I think, you shouldn't. I think when you're married, I think when you're in a committed relationship. Okay, I said that wrong. Your options should run out. Like, I think that if you're in a committed relationship and you're working towards becoming, married, and you're discussing these things, y'all living together, y'all doing, y'all playing house, there shouldn't be any more options outside of that. Like, that's your unit, that's what you're focused on. So when you leave that, you shouldn't be able to run back to, like, oh, I got so-and-so over here in the corner, let me go hit them real quick. Like,
do you feel like, because I'm saying, like, do you think divorced women got options? Because a lot of them be like, they happy to get back. I feel like for a lot of women, they feel like just because they getting dick or having sex, that means that their value is high. That don't necessarily mean anything because you can have sex. Well, who is vetting you to be their wife or be in a long-term relationship to be their wife? You see what I'm saying?
And I'm not going to lie to you. I think every woman, I think it's a stigma on women. I think it's acceptable for men to go out and sleep around and do what they please. Like, people don't look down on them. Like, that's a...
that sounds like feminism right there. Well, the men people do look down on them because they got to be on child support looking at their judge, though. Because it's consequences on both ends of it. But I'm saying mostly the women, for the most part, be wanting relationships and marriage because they get tired of getting ran through. And
exactly.
That's what I'm saying. So they're saying they're in their primes, but I'm asking how long is a woman's prime that she's going to have these options that's waiting for her to get married instead of just getting sex?
I don't know if the time really ever runs out. Like, I waited till, and I met a woman, they were in their 60s, like, and they were dating. Like, they had just started dating. They had been dating for like a year. And I'm like, wow. And she's like, yeah, we just have fun. And da, 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 da. She was married before. She got divorced. Her husband passed away, whatever. And she said she didn't.
I mean, there are exceptions to the rules. Don't get me wrong, at all. You know, Caitlin, there are exceptions to the rules, but the majority of a lot of these women are dying alone, though. I mean, with cats and dogs.
Yeah, because like, and I'm not downing the man species, the man race, but like, women they're getting sick of it. Like, they're tired of giving their stuff away. They're tired of.
They're only doing that for men that they find attractive to. They're not giving themselves away to every man. So there's a misconception that these men are just dogging these women out. No, women are having sex.
Type of men you're going after. Also, I do.
Well, let me finish. Women are only having sex with the top men or the men that they find attractive. Because only 20% of men. 20% of women they say in the world find men attractive. Women only find 20% of the men in the world attractive. So this notion that the men are the dogs and slinging dick out here is wrong. The women are going after the same type of man, and they don't mind sharing these type of men.
Correct.
And since we're on this, you said you asked me on the comment who hurt me. Why do you ask that? Why do you say that though? Why do you ask who hurt me though? When I posted that video.
Oh, because I'm like, no, but really, I was just joking on that.
Okay.
But you're right. Like, women do get the lesser of the backlash of, like, people don't come after women like they do men. Like, you know, there's always these videos we dogging these men out, like, they don't want to do right. We live in this time. But I mean, there's women out here these days, like, that are playing the male role. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But they can only do that in their prime years though, in their early 20s, and when they hit the wall at 25, when they can't pull like they used to pull. All they can get is sex, and they can't get the type of man that they want. That's when the feminism, I believe, begin to kick in, because they can't, do what they used to do. They can't get into clubs for free. They have miles ran on them. They have children, and that makes them less attractive on the dating market.